Hey guys, let's go ahead and get into today's collective. Today we're going to be using the beautiful Bastet Tarot, one of my favorites. But let's set the scene with the Oracle deck. Alright, so what is the theme for today's collective? The Cold Moon, number 6. Okay, let's see. Let's read the meaning behind number 6. So the Cold Moon has the keywords of release, purge, resourcefulness, nurturing. Take with thee thy dreariest of moments. Anyways, release me for their tongue and nourish me with light. The cold moon is a full moon that occurs in December. Like all full moons, it represents illumination and brings clarity to things that have remained hidden. Having a full understanding of your situation allows you to release what has held you back and see resources you may have missed otherwise. Now is not the time to give up. There is support and help for you. The cold moon is shining on your spread, guiding you to see how many resources you have. You may have to look in unexpected places that perhaps have escaped your notice until now, or you may need a change in perspective. You could be focused on what's wrong rather than seeing the additional pathways to success that are available to you now. All right. So, having this theme in mind, resources that we have possibly not tapped into. So this could have something to do with somebody having a plan in mind, whether for career, for love, and they see things clearly, but they don't know. They're focusing too much on what they don't have or what they can't accomplish. So let's see. What is today's storyline about? Ooh, no, too many. It's a whole chunk. What is today's collective? The Page of Swords, right. With the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, by the way, if you are new or returning, thank you so much for your presence. I appreciate you so much. This wouldn't be possible without you guys, so I appreciate your presence so much. If you want to support the time, energy, and effort I put into these, please send stars, donations, share, react, comment, all of those things really push my algorithm and show me that you appreciate my time here, okay? So let's get started. Oh, and please don't angry react. That's the only react I don't like. I will ban you for that, okay? So we have the Page of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles, which makes me think this could be a queen who's watching somebody, or somebody's watching the queen. 5 of Cups. It's most likely a queen watching somebody. Something that she thought had a lot of potential didn't go the way she thought, and so she's grieving. She's mourning a loss. Okay? Let's clarify. And I'm going to try and keep these below an hour, guys, because every time I go over, even if it's just a minute, yesterday it uploaded, I don't know even what time because I fell asleep waiting for it to upload. It took more than 5 hours to upload, which is ridiculous. So I'm not going to be doing more than an hour, okay? Clarify Page of Swords. Clarify Page of Swords. Ooh. Well, okay, I guess we're going to take this whole chunk of cards. We've got the Queen of Cups, 10 of Wands, Ace of Swords, King of Pentacles, the World, 9 of Cups. So, we have a king and Queen of Pentacles. So we have a couple here. So for now, we're going to assume that this queen is the same person. We're not going to start with third party right now. Let's just focus on this couple. With the Queen of Cups, it means that this queen is in love with the king, right? But something about this connection is causing a lot of burden on her. with the Ace of Swords, she sees something clearly now. And whatever it is that she sees clearly is probably because she was very confused. Yeah, she was very confused about something, and now she has clarity. Has to do with her partner, obviously. King and Queen of Pentacles are most likely either married or they're just in a really solid partnership. With the World card here, this is usually about taking the relationship to next level. So something about the King wanting to take this relationship to the next level because, yeah, this is a whole new beginning. So the King is offering a whole new beginning, and I'm guessing she said yes because they're showing up as partners, but yet she's grieving this. Why would she? Okay, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We haven't seen the whole story, but she's seen it like this was something for him. That's why it's getting heavy on her. I don't know why she would see it as this serves him and not her, but that's how she's seeing it right now. Okay. Let's see. So she's watching him, or the Page of Swords might be she was snooping around, because the Page of Swords can also be the spy card. She might have been scrolling his phone, or yeah, that's kind of, she did some spy work and she found something out that gave her clarity. It was cold though, because this is cold moon giving clarity. But it's helping her release something. Let's see. Ooh. Well, it's 3, I guess. Let's do one at a time. King of Cups. With the Knight, the Knight of Wands. King of Cups with the Knight of Wands might not be the best combination when we're talking about she discovered something, because King of Cups would be her partner, right? Because she showed up as a Queen of Cups. But the Knight of Wands is someone who's a little bit of a fuckboy. So let's see. There's the damn train again. Clarify King of Cups. It's agreeing with everything I said. Clarify King of Cups. It's like, yes, she's right. Listen to her. And the Justice card. Well, damn. Whatever she saw was strong enough that she may want a divorce. See, we have a marriage here. I knew they were married. I fucking knew they were married. But with the Hanged Man, it's almost like it was a marriage that had stagnant energy, but it had the appearance, 10 of Cups, of being happy. It was like, yeah, we're happy, we're good, but it was like the mirage, the illusion of it. In reality, it was not as stable as they presented themselves to be. So, Knight of Swords showed up here too, after the Hierophant. So it might have been, this is really weird, but this is what I'm getting. It might have been that this queen realized that this king came to her and possibly asked her to marry him because of something that happened. So this is gonna, oh my God, I'm gonna have to put a trigger warning on this one. Ooh, this is getting intense. Okay, so please click off if you don't want to hear what comes next, okay? Because it's not good. For some of you, the queen may have realized that in one of his escapades, the king caught an STD. The king could have gotten somebody pregnant. Whatever it was something, he had like an escapade. But he was heartbroken. Something about that escapade broke his heart. So that's why I said it could be something that felt negative to him. Like an STD, or like whoever he was messing around with stole something from him, or whatever, something like that. So he runs to her to form a marriage. Almost like it was rushed, because the Knight of Swords is impetuous, like now, I want to do this now. And he might have rushed her into it. And she realized that it's because he was heartbroken. It's because Two of Wands is like he made a decision based off of hurt. Okay, let's see what the next cards are. Six of Wands. So this is about status. It's about receiving accolades, admiration. Clarify Six of Wands. The Hierophant. Ace of Wands. See, I told you. It came from heartbreak. Yeah. Okay. So this kind of solidified it for me. I thought, like, what a terrible story. What's going on with my brain? But no, this is the story. So Six of Wands means, I hope y'all can hear the rain. That would be such a lovely backdrop for the story because it's sad so far. Six of Wands feels like this king might have been getting a lot of attention, or yeah, so maybe they're like a social media influencer, or maybe they're just very well known in their community, but this is somebody a lot of people look up to, right? So he went out, had a little rendezvous, got him some well, maybe he got him some dick. Maybe he's that could be part of the problem. Maybe he's in the closet. Maybe he doesn't want to come out. And whoever he was getting a lot of energy from, a lot of sexual energy from, cut him off. Five of Pentacles. They pushed him out. He was in pain. He was in a lot of anxiety. And he was like, you know what I'm going to do? To make myself feel better, I'm going to get married. Yeah, he felt rejected, unwanted, and somehow thought that it would be a good idea to go and marry someone. Now, I know a lot of you are going to be really bothered with those actions, so I just want to take this time to let you know, if you don't like his actions, I understand, but don't start calling him narcissist, or we can say selfish. Yeah, a little self-centered, not very honest, but don't start the armchair diagnosing, okay? Eight of Wands. Yeah, it happened really fast. Let's see. Clarify Eight of Wands. Whatever happened, though, it really disappointed that king, and that's where he was like, I know. Look, there it is. Four of Cups, Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups, again, Three of Swords. Damn. So with the Six of Pentacles here, there's a couple of meanings to that, in my opinion. He is showing up as King of Pentacles, so he possibly could be somebody who's wealthy, well-to-do. Six of Pentacles makes me think of somebody who, they maintain power in a connection by being the provider. So they might have had this queen in a very nice home, but she kind of had to accept the fact that they were going to be unfaithful. And this was kind of like, or maybe they were in a nice relationship, right? Because they weren't married yet. But Eight of Wands, it's like all of a sudden shit hit the fan. He was rejected. And most likely with the Three of Swords by somebody he loved. Which means he doesn't love the queen. But they showed up as King, Queen of Cups. We'll see. Ace of Swords. This is what some way he thought that this would cut away this pain. Almost like, well, if I can bind, I was thinking of the right word. If I can bind myself to somebody legally emotionally, then I won't feel this pain. So I don't think that he did it because the Five of Swords isn't coming out. The Seven of Swords isn't coming out. That's why I'm saying don't start with the name calling. I don't think he did it with the intention of hurting this queen. He just thought, well, this one cares for me. That one doesn't. This person has abandoned me, walked away from me. So I need to go lock down this comfort that I have so that I don't lose her too. Because he came in super excited, like, we need to get married. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know about this story? What else do we need to know about this storyline? So I feel like this is about the queen. The queen is the one that realized something. But we shall see. What else do we need to know about this storyline? Oof, the devil. With the Nine of Swords. So the devil is here because that was codependency. When somebody makes a decision out of fear, that's its roots can be traced down to codependency. So when I say that, it's like if somebody says, oh, I don't really think that I'm ready for marriage. It's a little too early for that, yada, yada, yada. But then their girlfriend or their boyfriend is like, well, I'm going to walk away if you don't marry me. Okay, I'll marry you. They're not making that decision out of love. They're making that decision out of fear. Fear of loss, fear of abandonment, fear of hurt, fear of pain. They are not making that decision out of love. Like, oh my God, I love this person so much. I'm going to spend the rest of my life with them. There's two different types of decision making. And in this case, this king made a decision out of fear, not out of anxiety, thinking that this was going to cure that anxiety, thinking that this was going to make the pain go away. And that's not how you get rid of pain, but he obviously didn't know that. Clarify the devil. So we have here the Magician, the Seven of Cups. This king was creating something. But whatever he was creating, he was really confused about. Now, I think what this also means is that he would create opportunities. I'm not saying this person was operating out of their best self, okay? I'm not defending their behavior. I am explaining their behavior, okay? So this king was operating out of, I'm not going to say toxic, but a little mindset. He obviously wasn't happy where he was, right? But again, with the devil here, he was a little codependent. So he created opportunities for himself, people he could talk to, people he could get energy from and pour energy into. But with the High Priestess, I think he made a connection that he didn't count on. It was possibly a very, oh, bitch, look at this. He made a connection that was not only spiritual in nature, it was karmic in nature. This connection was meant to teach him a lesson. And he fell in love. And then he felt like he couldn't escape it. So what does he do? The Eight of Wands. He rushed to go get married to someone else. Because whoever this new person was, that probably freaked him the fuck out. So with the Queen of Swords, now keep in mind, when I say karmic, I'm not saying that this is bad. Not every karmic connection is bad. Not every karmic bond is bad. Okay, before y'all start. Queen of Swords. I think that this is the person that turned him away, because Queen of Swords is very good at setting boundaries and saying no. And she can seem heartless, right? So whoever this king is, this Queen of Swords laid a boundary down. Maybe she did know he was in a connection. Maybe she did know something about this was inappropriate. She was like, nope, no, 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 no. And then we have 2 swords, Libra moon, which means that she probably kept her emotions to herself. Even if she did have emotions, she didn't share them. Because she was like, this isn't okay. I'm not comfortable with this. But that hurt this king. She might have been the first person to say no to him. We don't know. Let's see. What else do we need to know about this storyline? Okay. So we get the 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups. Oof. And the Queen of Cups. So this Queen of Swords, she did show up with High Priestess energy, Justice energy. So she's showing up internally. She's actually a Queen of Cups. Very nurturing, very soft, feminine energy. But now she has this king feeling rejected, like he's unwanted. Now, don't get me wrong. This doesn't mean it didn't hurt her too. We have 5 cups here. It hurt her because 2 of Cups means the love went both ways. But if she knew that he was in a connection, she was like, we can't do this. I can't do this. Clarify 4 of Cups. Knight of Cups. 6 of Swords. Strength card. So these 2 might have started as friends before it became the most emotionally satisfying connection they had both ever had or felt. Yep. But see, she's showing up as a Queen of Cups, and he's showing up with Knight of Cups energy, which means that he came in as the silver-tongued, smooth talker. He's not being vulnerable. He's totally showing, like he's offering a cup, but literally the only thing you can see is his face. Everything else is covered in armor. Whereas she's showing up, Queen of Cups. Very different energy. And the closer he got to this Queen of Cups, he was like, oh, I have to get away from this. Because the more I'm with her, it's like this is the Empress energy, right? She tamed his inner beast. She got him, all this softness got him into a very different, he didn't plan for this. Let me put it that way. He did not plan for that. And then we've got 1, 5, 8. 8 cups. This is who walked away. Ooh, child. Let's see. Oh, yeah. The Tower. When I tell you this man did not plan on this person ever crossing his path. He didn't even know possibly people like this existed. Clarify the Tower. Clarify the Tower. Wow. Whew. Yeah, this was a shock. It was shocking to him. This encounter with the Queen was shocking on every level. She shocked him emotionally, physically, spiritually, like on every level, she surprised this person. And then she broke his heart. But again, the breaking of the heart wasn't because she was like over here being deceitful or hurtful. It's because she wanted to do the right thing. She shows up with the Justice card, having a high-end Queen of Swords. That's someone that has a high degree of integrity, someone that wants to do things that don't harm others. So with the 6 of Wands, his ego kicked in. Because she made him feel amazing. And I don't know if he ever told her that. He couldn't tell her that she gave him a feeling of stability. She gave him a feeling of family. She gave him a feeling of closeness, something that he wanted to invest in, and then it was taken from him. Yep, there he is, grieving this loss as a King of Pentacles. Damn. So I don't know if the Queen of Pentacles found out about this queen. Let's see. What else do we need to know about this storyline? Justice. Queen of Swords. Okay, so we started off with what the Queen of Pentacles is finding out, right? And apparently it's telling us the story of what she found out between her King of Pentacles and this Queen of Swords / Queen of Cups. So this Queen of Swords, like I literally just called out these two cards and they came out again. They came out in the clarifiers. Now they're coming out here. Well, I said when somebody has both the Justice card and Queen of Swords come out, is somebody that has a high expectation of themselves when it comes to their behavior, their conduct, their words, the way they carry themselves. So knowing if she found out or she knew that this person was in a connection, she was going to be like, no. She did the right thing, but, you know, let's see. Clarify justice. Tarot's like, bitch, I said what I said. Clarify justice. Yep. Interesting. You know what's really interesting is that the Queen of Pentacles, when she saw this connection, she saw wands. But when we're actually looking at the connection, it's cups. There was an emotional connection and one that neither one of them felt like they could avoid or escape. But again, this queen shows up with the Justice card saying, no, we can't do this. So we have 6 cups here, which means that there was this really high degree of, how to explain it? It's that type of energy where you meet somebody, you feel like you've known them your whole life. And that's because I believe these people have like a past life connection. They might have been spouses in a previous life. And so in this one, they immediately click with each other. But this king is committed elsewhere, right? We know this. And so she was like, no, we can't do this. Now this king, all he saw was rejection. All he felt was, oh, she doesn't want me. He's not thinking about she's trying to do the right thing. Because he felt this, he knows she felt this, or he thought she felt this. And he's like, now she's rejecting me? So all he focused on was the loss. All he focused on was the pain. The fact that he couldn't escape this pain. And he was like, well, I know my Queen of Pentacles wouldn't hurt me like that. So you know what? I should marry her. That type of reaction. Let's see. What else do we need to do? Knight of Cups. And Temperance. So remember when I said this king, emotionally, he came in like a Knight of Cups. Which means that he came in very almost romantic. Like maybe he's used to people falling in love with him. But he knows what he's doing. And maybe he thought it's harmless. It's just, nothing happens, or I don't ever take it far, whatever, something. He felt like there's no big deal. Showing up as the Knight of Cups. But Temperance is here saying part of the reason why this queen was put in his path is so somebody could say, no, this isn't right. He had to learn boundaries. Clarify Knight of Cups. Wow. Clarify Knight of Cups. Wow. Okay, look at that. All of the luminary cards are here. All of the luminary cards, which tells me that this definitely was a spiritual connection. Sun, moon, and stars. All of the heavens. Bitch. Let me tell you something. This was a connection that was definitely meant. I'm sure it taught the Queen of Cups something as well, but it's not. The story doesn't focus on that yet or right now. So what this knight was meant to learn, he shows up with the moon card first as the overall energy. So this was about his actions. These little smooth talker, silver tongued actions came from his subconscious. He was fighting back something. What? He was fighting back true emotional connection. Because a page is like a little kid, right? And when a little kid is in love, you know how they go around telling everybody, I'm in love, I'm in love. He fought that. He may have had issues with his inner child or with his childhood wounds. He didn't know how to be vulnerable. He didn't know how to bare his soul to someone. And that had to be healed. That had to be addressed. It was a very painful thing though. But it did end. This part of this person ended. Because it's like whatever was in the subconscious now came to light. A new level of awareness, a new level of consciousness was born. And with the star card here, now there's being bare, but this time with himself. This Queen of Cups taught him vulnerability. This Queen of Cups taught him possibly healing, self-awareness, ending toxic cycles, and how to hold himself accountable. Also, this is about hope, right? Going through really dark times and coming out with the sun and stars aligning for you. So he learned a lot. He definitely learned a lot. With Temperance card here, this is an angel, right? So this is like his spirit guides were like, okay, we need to help him learn these things, and we know just the person to help him. Judgment. The two cards with archangels on them right here. It's like this archangel is like, let's do this together, buddy. I'm not laughing at the knight. It's just funny to me that our spirit guides, they're always conspiring in our favor. Even if sometimes it hurts, it's always in our favor. Let's see. Clarify judgment. We've got the Lovers, Page of Pentacles, Six of Cups, and Four of Pentacles. Oh, the Moon card again. See, there's Temperance. There's Temperance again. So it could be that this this King of Pentacles, this Knight of Cups, was operating out of a place of what gives me stability. That's what he focused on the most. And his guides were like, look, if you keep going in that direction, you're going to end up unhappy. That's not what makes life. That's not what brings you happiness. But he's a King of Pentacles, right? So he measures things by, what can I get out of this? Because I feel like he wasn't at his best, King of Pentacles, right? So the angels are like, all right, send the Queen of Cups in. Not like that, but you know what I mean. It was because they needed this king to get in touch with things that really brought him happiness. They needed him to know what it felt like to be completely naked in front of somebody, not physically, but emotionally, spiritually. With the Page of Pentacles here, they needed him to get in touch with his inner child, to get in touch with what actually makes him happy, to get in touch with memories, pleasure, innocence, and to open up, because this is who he was. He was locked everything in. But again, it came 5 Pentacles. It came from the place of he had to lock everything in because he didn't feel worthy. He didn't feel, he didn't feel like it was anybody cared enough to know who he was. He might have been wealthy, but he was like, I'll just throw money at things and then people give me love, give me this, give me that. He didn't know how to open up and give it himself. Let's see, what else? The Lovers and the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, okay. You know, though, this is a different type of lovers. Y'all see how this is the lovers, but they're fully clothed. So this is the lover he has now. This is his actual partner. But she's showing up with the 5 of Wands. So we don't really know, right? I'm going to clarify now, but it could be that she has been asking for more intimacy. And he was like, no, this is good. High Priestess energy, the Empress. So this is somebody who is very beautiful, very feminine, very nurturing, also very intuitive. But with the 5 of Wands, there was a lot of battles between these two. A lot of fighting, a lot of possibly miscommunications over that. Let's see. Clarify the Lovers. Clarify the Lovers. So the thing is, they did form a partnership. But this is a different type of connection, you know? 8 of Pentacles is like planning things out, being very consistent, building something. It's like we're having fun, but 9 of Cups is by yourself. Almost like they were very independent of each other. And there's a difference. Like, we can't go from independence to codependence, and only those extremes exist. There's, right in the middle, there's interdependence. Okay? Go look it up. By Ace of Pentacles, they did build something. But while they were building something, it was because a big part of it was this king was over here fighting what he really felt. So we've got 9 Pentacles, 9 Cups. This is weird because these are the energies of somebody being single, not somebody being connected. Yeah, look at that. Codependency 101. All right. So let's see. What else do we need to know about this storyline? Page of Pentacles. And the Ace of Swords. Now, the Page of Pentacles could be a child. It could be news over somebody's finances. It could be a message. It could be a gift. But with Ace of Swords, there was some clarity here. So let's see. Clarify Page of Pentacles. Oh, no, I lost it. Hold on. I had lost the moon. I found the moon, though. Clarify Page of Pentacles. Justice card. And the Fool. Oh. So we're going back to square one. The understanding that this queen received with, oh, now I know. Now I know why he came to me wanting to get married. Because maybe with the moon card, she never understood that. She was like, why did that come out all of a sudden? He just showed up one day and was like, you know what we should do? We should get married. And she was like, what? Yeah, we should get married. I really want this. And now she's realizing he was heartbroken. He needed something stable, but it was, again, it wasn't meant to hurt her, and it wasn't meant to be anything nefarious, but it was a decision made out of fear, not because he felt so much love for her, but because he needed something stable in his life, and she was that stability. What else do we need to know? Temperance. An Ace of Cups. So with Temperance, this makes me feel like she's interpreting this as, okay, so I was offered a cup of love, or I was offered this contract because the person that he wanted to offer this cup to wasn't there, and I needed to balance out his emotions. He was very emotional. Clarify Temperance. That's what it was. She realized that she was helping him balance out his emotions. Clarify Temperance. They were already together. Or did he meet her? No, they were already together. Oof, child. Showing up with the King of Wands energy. Oh, wow. So she's realizing now, so the one he wanted was this Queen of Wands. That's who he felt a lot of emotion for. That's what's putting a lot of weight on her now. Because it could have been that for the longest time she was maybe asking for marriage and he was like, no. And then all of a sudden she's realizing, why is he rushing in now? Why now? And somehow she found the answer. It was to help fight off this. He couldn't fight the devil is about not being able to escape something either. And what he couldn't escape was his emotions. His emotions were like boiling over, spilling out. Because the Ace of Cups, look at it. It's emotions spilling over because there's so many. He couldn't handle it by himself. Temperance. He needed her to balance him out. Almost, I know it's going to sound, a lot of you are not going to like this, but I'm just have to say this. Like, we have 9 wands here. Almost like he was using her like a shield, an emotional shield. She didn't know that, though. What else do we need to know? 10 of Cups. 8 of Cups. So he was trying to portray this. See, I'm so happy. I'm so happy even though somebody abandoned me. I have a whole ass wife. I'm good. I don't need anybody else. Whoever walked away from me can stay gone. Clarify 10 of Cups. Oh my God, I'm trying to keep it below an hour. We're already at 43 minutes. And I still have 2 more rounds. Clarify 10 of Cups. Well, it is what it is. If it takes longer to upload, guys, I'm sorry. Clarify 10 of Cups. So this Queen of Pentacles went searching for answers. She went searching for answers because she was like, something's off. Something's off. I don't know what it is. I've been asking him. I don't know what she had been asking for years. I don't know if it was for commitment, for stability, for marriage, for a house, whatever she was asking for a long time. It's like all of a sudden it was brought to her on a silver platter. Like, yeah, let's do this, but let's do this now. And she was like, oh, okay, let's go do this now. But then she's realizing she's getting clarity, truth. on why all of a sudden, oh, she put in some work to get some truth, right? But why all of a sudden things shifted. Because he was trying to move away from this queen. He was trying to move away, wow, look at that, from the emotions of this queen that he felt towards this queen. Oof. Oof. This is going to be a rough story to hear. Let's see, what else do we need to know? Page of Cups. And Ace of Swords. So here's the thing about this. Like I said, there was no intention to harm. In this king's mind, especially if the queen had been asking him for this for a long time, he's like, well, I'm giving her what she wants and I get something out of it. Everybody's happy. He didn't realize, because he comes up emotionally, he comes up like a baby, a page. The Queen of Cups was barely helping him get in touch with himself, right? So he didn't realize the impact this would have on the Queen of Pentacles if she ever realized why things shifted so suddenly. Clarify Page of Cups. Clarify Page of Cups. Oof. But see, I hate this. I'm like over here trying to not massacre this man. Because there was deception. There was lies. I don't know what he lied about, but he lied about something. She might have asked him, what is the rush? And that, because we have 8 wands here, I feel like it was about the rush. Like, why all of a sudden? Like, why so quickly do you want to do this? And whatever he said, it was something like, well, I want to start planning for a future. I want us to start investing, without acknowledging that it's because his heart was broken. Yep, that was it. That was the rush. His heart was broken. And she was just like, okay, I guess. Because her intuition told her something is off. I'm not getting the whole truth. But now she's seeing things from a very different perspective. Because she got the truth now. Look at that. 3 of Swords again. And the world underneath that just says that, like, he wanted to end the pain. Oof. Well, we also have the 5 of Swords. It was like a really spiteful way of putting an end to his connection with the Queen of Cups. Almost like the Queen of Cups is saying, well, you're in a connection with somebody, though. I can't do this. And he's like, oh, I'm in a connection? Oh, okay, watch this. Watch me be in a more established connection. Because he felt like, I mean, I care for the Queen of Pentacles anyways, right? We've been in love for years. But that did not go, I think, the way he thought it would go. Let's see. What else do we need to know about this storyline? So we start off with the 3 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles. So this is going to be talking about the Queen, because she's the one that's single, right? He's the one that got married. Let's see. Clarify 3 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles. The Strength card. 10 of Swords. 3 of Pentacles. King of Swords. With the 7 of Cups. This is This is like almost like the king didn't even realize it, because again, I didn't see him planning that. But here in his subconscious, where there's lack of clarity, that's where the Five of Swords comes out. So this king probably wasn't even aware. It's almost like, okay, let me put it to you this way. Let's say that you have a sibling that you have this ritual every Monday. Y'all go have dinner together and talk about your day, and then they have a fight. And one of the siblings, like, you know what? They want to maintain the ritual, but they can't call that sibling because they had a fight and they don't want to apologize. So they go ask another sibling, same restaurant, same ritual. It's obviously not going to feel the same because it's a different person. But there's a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's done for the comfort of the stability of the ritual. But on the other hand, it's going to be done because if that other sibling goes to the same place, sibling number 1, sibling number 2, we're always together on Monday, right, for dinner. So sibling number 3 is replacing sibling number 2. So sibling number 1 and sibling, I should have just given the names. You know what I mean? If sibling number 2 ends up at that restaurant with another person also trying to maintain that tradition, they're going to be hurt, right? But the king has the ability to say, hey, I have every right to be in this restaurant, don't I? I have every right to do this. What are you going to do? You cut me off anyways. So yeah. It's interesting because he felt like, I can't let go. I know how I'm going to let go. I'm going to go get married. I'm going to go build a foundation. That'll put an end to that connection for good. But it was done in this very cold, calculated, thinking of almost like this is what's best for everyone type of energy. Let's see what the next card is. The Chariot. Yep. Sounds about right. With the Chariot, there's this determination to get certain things done, regardless of how other people feel about it. You might even run them over with the Chariot, but they'll be all right once they, get a spatula and scrape that other person off the ground. Let's look at the Chariot. Clarify the Chariot. Oh, Lordy. This is a really great story in some ways. You know why? Because most people don't realize that when another person acts childish, not childlike, childish, they get pouty, they throw tantrums, they act like a child. That's because their inner child is triggered. That's what's happening here. The Five of Swords that came out a while ago, this king was triggered. And when we're triggered, we're not acting out of our conscious self. We're not acting out of our adult common sense self. We can rationalize it. Our inner child will rationalize anything. If you ask a child to rationalize why somebody could have 3 hands or 4 feet, they'll find a creative reason for it. Our inner child is the one that rationalizes our crazy actions. So this king is triggered as hell. He can't sleep. He's got a lot of pent-up aggression, a lot of pent-up anger because something ended abruptly. And his inner child is like, you've got to do something. You got to do something. I don't like this. I don't like this emotion. I don't like this hurt. I don't like this pain. Do something. You got to do something to fix it. Seven of Swords. Oh, he did something. All right. God, we're already at 55 minutes. Oh, well. C'est la vie. It might take 5 hours to upload. Clarify Seven of Swords. Oh, okay. So this king made a plan, right? He made a plan for getting out of this achy pain he was feeling. He didn't like that. Oh yeah, he couldn't free himself from that. It was driving him crazy, and he was trying to suppress it. Trying like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't feel nothing. I don't feel a goddamn thing. So let me give you an example of what happened. So let's say that there's 3 people, right? A man and 2 women, or a woman and 2 men, either way. And this is a different example because these 2 were already together, but I'm giving a more separate example a little bit. So imagine that these are like high school kids and they're going to the prom, and the guy asks the girl he wants to take to the prom, right? He asks her, a blonde, let's say she's a blonde, the blonde girl. He asks the blonde girl to go with him to the prom. But maybe he doesn't want to wear evening wear. And she's like, well, that's not fair. I want us to look nice. If you don't wear evening wear, I don't want to go with you. So she's not saying she doesn't want him. She's saying she doesn't want certain things to happen. But in his ego, in his pride, because all he feels is rejection, he goes and asks the brunette girl, because he knows that the brunette girl has been wanting to go with him to the dance, to the banquet, or to the prom, whatever. Of course, that's going to hurt the blonde girl. But in his head, he's like, oh, that's just because I didn't want to miss prom. This one didn't want to go with me. He's not thinking about why she didn't want to go with him. He's completely dismissing that. That's why the Seven of Swords is here. He's not being honest with himself, or he wasn't being honest with himself about why she had turned him down. She hadn't turned him down. It was the circumstances around the offer that she turned down. So with the Five of Pentacles, all he felt was, this bitch abandoned me. Maybe he didn't think bitch, right? This woman, the person I love, abandoned me, is all he's thinking of. That's why I know the Page of Cups is here, because he was triggered. He felt a deep-seated anxiety, pain, all of it started flowing to the surface, because this is why he wouldn't let people close. Then he lets this person close, and the way he sees it, the only thing that brought him was abandonment. So with the Hanged Man, the Seven of Swords, he's like, I know what I'm going to do. I know I'm going to go be with someone who's been asking to be with me anyway. But he wasn't being honest with the Queen of Pentacles, and he wasn't being honest with himself. He made this plan to escape this hurt, to keep going, be able to cut off ties with this Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. Because imagine that. Imagine if it was the prom, and then he tells the brunette girl, let's go get married. Because he knows once he's married, the blonde girl will never look at him again. A little bit extreme, but that's kind of what happened. That was an extreme reaction. And that's what happens when we're triggered. We take extreme reactions, because a trigger is like a fight or flight response. It's about survival. We feel like our survival is at stake. Last card, Three of Wands. So I feel like this has more to do with the fact that he's not admitting the fact, Seven of Swords, right? That what he actually wants is to return to something. Let's see. the High Priestess, the Empress, Judgment, yep, Eight of Cups, Star, Four of Swords. Again, Page of Pentacles. Look at that. So what he's not being honest about is Three of Wands. What he's actually looking forward to. What he's actually hoping, because the Three of Wands shows somebody looking off into the distance, hoping for something, waiting for something. What is he waiting for? He's waiting for the Divine Feminine. The person that is the Divine Feminine in spiritual form and in 3D form. He's hoping she'll come back. But because he is a little bit in the spiteful energy, it's almost like, I hope she comes back so I can tell her I'm married now. You know, that type of energy. Because she walked away. And all he sees is she walked away after I bared myself to her. I showed her my innermost self, and she just abandoned me. He wanted to heal the situation, but he's not being honest with himself about that. All he's thinking is, I hope she doesn't show her ugly face here again. I would, like, he's angry because he's triggered. Let's see, what else? What else do we need to know about this storyline? The Hermit. And another page. I'm telling you, this is like huge. His inner child is being upset. Let's see. Why is the Hermit here? Clarify the Hermit. Ooh. Five of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Two of Wands. Three of Wands. The Devil. The Four of Wands. So now he's married. Now he's a part of a connection. But he feels more alone than ever. That didn't work. I wonder why. Well, because it wasn't who he wanted. This queen that left him out in the cold, he keeps waiting. Three of Wands, Hermit, he keeps waiting for that. Nothing happened. So he might have just been dating the other queen. He might have just been, there was a long-term connection there, but the rush to get married was because of this queen. And there's still 2, 3 of Wands. There's still an internal battle because he's not going to be able to let it go. Ooh, child. Talk about lifetime sentence. Let's see. Last row. 8 of Pentacles. I told you, 5 of Wands. Remember when I said this Queen of Pentacles and this King of Pentacles fight a lot? And I was like, I wonder why. Well, this is why. Because that wasn't who he wanted to marry. That wasn't where he wanted to be. And I bet you that the Queen of Pentacles was also like, why are we always fighting? Why? What is this? Clarify 8 of Pentacles. Judgment, the Tower, the Knight of Pentacles. With the 8 of Pentacles coming out again. Oh boy. So with the 8 of Pentacles, this king is realizing that he invested. He put all of his eggs in one basket, and it was the wrong basket. So now, no matter what he does, working, going to the grocery store, paying bills, whatever he's doing, he's thinking of, but What if I brought back my connection with the, I just have a random cut on my finger. I don't even know how I got there. With the Queen of Cups. What if I brought it back? What if I just destroyed my current world? What if I rebuilt somewhere else? Because now he's constantly thinking about it. He's in, yep, look at that. He's in constant battle where he's at, because this, the High Priestess, the Empress. So I'm not saying that the Queen of Pentacles doesn't have Empress energy, but that wasn't his Empress. And he was trying to force it because he was like, well, this is an Empress too, so I can marry her, we'll be fine. That's not how it works. Let's see, what else? The Moon. So this constant thinking about what if he rebuilt somewhere else? Ace of Swords. I think this is what the Queen of Pentacles finally understood. I'm like, oh, wow. So I was rushed into marriage, and now I might be rushed into divorce. Clarify the Moon. Seven of Pentacles, the Sun. Page of Wands. But see, like I said, I'm just trying to be very empathic, not because I'm trying to excuse this king's reasoning or the way he did things, but because it was coming from a child, really. Because it was his inner child making those decisions, not the adult self. Now that the adult self is like, wait, what the fuck did I just get myself into? Because this is the Moon. This is the subconscious. He was acting out of his subconscious. And the Sun is now like, what the hell did you just get us into? And his inner child's like, don't look at me. I'm a child. I didn't do nothing. But now he's really examining, like, wow, how did I get here? When my happiness is actually somewhere else. And he effectively ended it. But again, this Queen of Pentacles is now realizing the Four of Wands, the connection, wasn't what I thought it was. Oh, let's see. Last row. What else do we need to know about this storyline? The Knight of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Because this is what got him into trouble in the first place, right? But it's like this passion he feels for the Queen of Swords. He can't, oh, now it's different. So the passion is still there, but this time the Knight of Wands is more about action. He wants to take action towards the Queen of Swords. Clarify Knight of Wands. Yep. I was going to say it's right here too, because he feels stability with her. He feels safe with her. He feels that's where he wanted to build. Well, now that he's coming back to his senses and he's thinking like an adult, right? He's not letting his inner child do the thinking. He's like, oh, what if I offered her something though? What if I let her know she's the one I want to build with? I imagine the next two cards are going to be a lot of overthinking, because that's a hard move to pull off. Offering connection to someone after you went and married someone while you were connected to them, That's a hard connection to pull off. But he is thinking like, I could do it though. I could do it. Because that's what I want to build. She's who I feel safe with. She's who I want to build an empire with, a legacy with. With Saturn, it's like he learned a lesson. Because the world is Saturn. He wants to end the cycle and move forward with her. Let's see. What else do we need to know about the storyline? The Hierophant. Yeah, there's this tiny little detail about his marriage, right? And then I told you, 9 of Swords. I figured, I was like, yeah, there's going to be some heavy overthinking because how's he going to do that? How is he going to pull this off? Let's see. Clarify the Hierophant. Page of Swords. Three of Pentacles. 4 of Swords. Okay, so this could go a couple of different ways. Well, I hope the rain doesn't cut off the electricity. Okay, so this could go a couple of different ways because it's turning into a thunderstorm now. I don't know if you guys can hear that. With the Queen of Cups, this is who he wants to marry. And it's like a realization, the clarity has now hit like, oh my God, this is who I wanted to marry. Just because they're both empresses doesn't mean that that was my empress. This is my empress. So he's trying to make that happen because he knows, yeah, he fucked up. It's almost like he's understanding now why she set those boundaries. Like, oh, okay. So Page of Swords, he's definitely exercising. Every single little cell in his brain are working overtime, trying to figure a way out of this situation. Because the foundation, the solid foundation he has is with this queen. This is who he wants to heal the connection with. So all of this is, at the beginning, we had the Queen of Pentacles realizing this, right? Well, here she sits. Knight of Swords, 2 of Wands. So he might have already told her. He's showing up King of Swords, Knight of Swords. It might have come out maybe during a fight, or it might have been said like, look, this isn't going to last long. I'm not going to be here. I want to be somewhere else. One of the two. It might have said in anger, or it might have been said like, let me be clear. That was a mistake. Let's see. One more. One more. Yep, 9 of Pentacles. He wants to be single because he can't offer marriage to someone else being married, right? That would be bigamy. 5 of Wands. Oh, wow. Okay. So not only does he want to be single so he can go marry the person he wants to marry, 5 of Wands, he doesn't like that as an empress, obviously. She has people around her, right? He sees them like competition. He has to like, no. That's my empress. No wonder he keeps showing up with all this night energy. Like he's on time crunch. Yep. He can sense it. The High Priestess Emperor, he can sense that if he doesn't make a move now, there could be somebody showing up in the Queen of Cups life that will take her in a completely different direction. Clarify 9 of Pentacles. So we've got the 3 of Pentacles. Ace of Cups, Judgment, 6 of Swords. He's trying to think how to come to her though. Because this is difficult to come back from, right? He orchestrated it that way. He made it to where this would be difficult to come from, but he didn't realize he'd actually want to come back from it. But he's definitely trying to figure out a way to make this happen. Because this Queen of Cups that's single, that's who he has the solid foundation with. That's where all of his emotions flow, like heavily. That's what he wants to bring back to life. He wants to move past this this war that she didn't even realize they were having, that she never wanted to participate in. Damn. So this actually is for both the King and Queen of Pentacles. The cold moon. Let's read it one more time before the electricity goes out. Number 6. Cold moon. Release, purge, resourcefulness, nurturing. Take with thee thy dreariest of moments. Release me for their tongue and nourish me with light. The cold moon is a full moon that occurs in December. Like all full moons, it represents illumination and brings clarity to things that have remained hidden. Having a full understanding of your situation allows you to release what has held you back and see resources you may have missed otherwise. Now is not the time to give up. There is support and help for you. The cold moon is shining on your spread, guiding you to see how many resources you have. You may have to look in unexpected places that perhaps have escaped your notice until now. Or you may need a change in perspective. You could be focused on what's wrong rather than seeing the additional pathways to success that are available to you now. So this King and Queen of Pentacles are both seeing reality. They're both seeing things clearly now. So it's up to them whether they're going to focus on what they don't have or they're going to figure out a way to make this end as quickly as possible, because it's about purging, releasing, right? Releasing each other with as little pain as possible, finding resources for each other to be able to make good decisions. Okay. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. I hope this doesn't take hours to upload. Please pray to the technology gods, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye. Please make sure to comment, react, share.